Hello everyone, my name is Brendan and welcome to my Through the Mail Autograph YouTube channel. 2023 will be my first full year of collecting autographs through the mail. I started collecting in June of last year and got 33 total successes. And in my recap for the month of January, I will be showing you 15 successes that I got for 23 total autographs. So almost half of last year's total successes in the first month of this year. So I should be able to add a lot to my collection this year. Without further ado, let's get into my successes for January. First up, I have current Kansas City Royals prospect Jackson Reitz, who signed 2 of 1 in 18 days. I sent him this 2014 Prism Draft Picks, which he personalized to me and signed, and he added this Topps Chrome Rookie, which he also personalized. Hopefully he has a good year this year. It'd be fun to see him succeed since I have some of his autographs. Up next, I have a 1 of 1 success in 13 days from Rangers pitching prospect Kyle Cody. He's been battling some injuries for the last couple years, so hopefully he'll bounce back this year and have some success. Up next, I have a 1 of 1 success from Adeiny Hechavarria in 17 days. He signed his 2013 Topps rookie card. I do have the complete set of 2013 Topps, but it'll take me forever to complete. I think I have 2 or 3 cards out of 600 and whatever signed. Hechavarria bounced around for a few years before landing in Japan, and he just signed with the Braves for a second time on January 30th, so he'll be back in the MLB this year. Up next, I have a 2022 Bowman Draft success. Carson Palmquist signed 1 of 1 in 13 days. He's a 3rd round pick for the Colorado Rockies, who had an exceptional college career and should have a bright future ahead of him in the MLB. And up next, I had my longest return of January. 3-time Pro Bowler Brian Cox signed 1 of 1 in 47 days. It's pretty hard to see. He kind of signed right on his uniform, so it doesn't really show up, but he's currently on the Giants coaching staff, so that's where I sent this card, and he got it back to me. I think I sent it to them while they were on a road trip, which is probably why it took a little longer than normal. But yeah, there's Brian Cox. Up next, I have a really nice 3 of 1 success from former Angels pitcher Jack Lazorko. He signed these in just 11 days. He signed this one. He personalized this one. It says, Brendan, all the best. And this one says 1976 Katuitt Kettleers. This is part of a project that I'm working on. I went to a lot of Cape Cod League baseball camps when I was a younger kid. So whenever I write to someone that played in the Cape League, I always ask them to add their team and the year that they played, and Mr. Lazorko was kind enough to do that. Kyle Cody also played in the Cape League, but he does not do inscriptions, so he's part of the project. He just does not have the inscription on there. So great success from Mr. Lazorko. Moving on, I have another success for the Cape League project. Tim Nehring, who played for the Katuitt Kettleers in 1987, signed 1 of 1 in 16 days. This card got pretty jacked up in the mail. There's a big crease on it, which is not really visible on camera, thankfully. And he also played for the Red Sox, which is my hometown team. So it's kind of a double success for my Red Sox collection and my Cape League project. So it's a really cool one. Thank you, Mr. Nehring. Moving on, I have some older cards from the 70s here. These are all part of my dad's collection. The only cards that I have purchased for TTMs is the 2022 Bowman Draft set. All the other cards that I'm getting back were already in my collection. So Bill Voss signed his rookie card in 10 days. He was in the league for a few years. I should send this off to Buddy Bradford eventually, but he charges $5 a card, and I haven't seen a success reported for him in a while, so I might hold off on that for a little bit. But I'm happy with just getting Voss on it because he has a very nice autograph, and it looks really clean on this card, which is in great shape for how old it is. Moving on, I have a 4 of 2 success from Buffalo Bills and Denver Broncos wide receiver Haven Moses, who is a great through-the-mail signer. He signed these in 13 days. I sent 2 of these 1970 Topps cards, but I offered him one since sending duplicates isn't something I normally do, and he took the second 1970 Topps and swapped it out for this 1978 Topps, which I think is really cool. I don't have any cards from this set, so I was really happy to get one. And he signed the index card that I always put in the envelope to protect the cards, signed Haven Moses, Broncos/Bills, and he also signed the note that I sent him, which I don't really want to show on camera. Moving on, I have a 2-for-1 success in 11 days from former Dodgers pitcher Joe Mueller. He spent his entire MLB career with the Dodgers and is the youngest starting pitcher in Dodgers history, which is pretty cool. He signed this 1970 Topps that I sent him and added his own signed testimonial pamphlet, which is a really good read. I really enjoyed reading it. I like when players add this kind of stuff with their returns. Moving on, I have a 1-of-1 success in 17 days from Cookie Rojas. Whenever I get a card that really sticks out to me, I throw it in a top loader, and I just love the way that his signature looks. The thin blue Sharpie really makes it stick out on the background of this card. Cookie Rojas was a 5-time All-Star. He's the current color commentator for the Miami Marlins, and he managed a couple teams as well as being inducted into the Kansas City Royals Hall of Fame. So a very decorated career for Mr. Cookie Rojas. Moving on, I have a 1-of-1 success in 9 days from either Al Weiss or Al Weiss. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but this was actually the first card I received in January. Another 1970 Topps, another beautiful signature. All the older guys seem to have much better signatures than the new school guys. He added the 1969 Babe Ruth Award inscription, which is like the playoffs MVP. He was part of the 1969 Miracle Mets team that won the World Series. Moving on was a couple of cards that I really did not expect to get back. I got a 2-of-2 success in 11 days from Ty Klein. I had seen a lot of people get him back saying that he was charging, but I guess he liked something that I put in my letter because he signed both of these for free. I top-loaded this one because I really like the way the picture looks, and he signed right over where he's sliding. The umpire kind of blocks the view on this one, but it's still a really nice card. Yeah. And up next, I have a 1-of-1 success in 21 days from Don Old, who was a very talented basketball player back in his day. He made 5 straight All-Star teams and averaged 15.9 points and 3.1 assists. And my final success of January is probably going to be my best success for the entire year. A 1-of-1 success in 25 days, signing a 1971 Topps, is Mr. Bob Greasy. I don't even really know where to start with Bob. Went 17-0, which is something my Patriots could not quite do. Won 2 Super Bowls, 6-time Pro Bowl, College Football Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame. For a guy of his caliber to be signing for free is really awesome, especially in the short amount of time that it took him to get this back to me. I was not expecting to see this for at least a few months, and I was pleasantly surprised when it showed up in my mailbox in only about 3 weeks. That's all I've got for January. Thank you so much for tuning into my first ever YouTube video. If you enjoyed, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to my channel for more through the mail autograph videos in the future. Feel free to comment your favorite card. Yeah, thank you, and I'll see you in February.